Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and next match we've got up here is against Arsenal, who are second in the league, and we're playing away. And after a good result, winning against Manchester United, we definitely want to put in another good performance, but against Arsenal playing away, it's going to be a tough ask. But like I said, all I can do is play my way, and really, I'm not going to win heaps of matches this season being Southampton, but I really do not want to get relegated. That could be bad, but we have had a positive start to the season. New signing, Safak there from, we got him from Barcelona B, I think it was. He's from Cameroon, like Samuel Eto'o, and he's got pace. He's actually good in the air and pretty strong. Very good shot power. I think his shot power is already like 74, and he's like 18 years old, and he's got a lot of pace, so he's definitely a prospect for us. Someone to maybe come in when Ricky Lambert is not good enough for the team already. I got a squad report at the end of the video, so you'll see if he's decrease Ricky Lambert or if he's even gone up, because he is getting older, so he definitely, I really will expect him to decrease in his attributes. But here we've got interesting, it really is hard to say if we're going to have a chance to win, because as you know, Arsenal, they're a good team, especially in FIFA. They're a bit better than real life, I suppose. And here, but we had a shot from Morgan Schneiderlin, and that was a fantastic strike. It actually showed him before the game actually started. It was showing him specifically because really I haven't had him in the starting lineup because he had a bit of injury, and then when you leave the players out, they're not sure if they want to be at the club or not. But he came in with a fantastic strike, and he's great with long shots, and that's what he can do. But then Arsenal won the attack. Originally, I thought I defended this pretty well, but it just landed to Aaron Ramsey, and he got it near post, just rebounding off the post there, and the goalkeeper really had no chance to save that. Artur Barok, he's been very good for us as a goalkeeper. He's getting older, and like you'll see in the squad report, his attributes, if he's decreased or not. But yeah, that's impossible to save because it was right at the post. And yeah, like that's pretty impossible to save right there because it just rebounded from the post. So that was a bit of an unlucky goal to concede. If it was like a bit closer to the keeper, he probably would have saved it. But that's the game. We just got to move on. We're still a draw, and it's almost half time. So if we can hold on to a draw here, be happy with that. But they're again winning the tackle, but it keeps rebounding to them. And there, they had a chance, rebound off the post twice, and I'm not sure how he missed that. He just had to tap it in. I suppose it was a bit of a tight angle. So here, I just wanted to try and keep a hold of the ball and go in 1-1, but I'm not sure what happened there. As you see, Szczesny, 2 league clean sheets. The league's best currently, even though it's only been like a couple games in. But here, Walcott, they're going to put a cross in. I wouldn't be surprised if they score. And of course, Podolski, as you see again, in the 45th minute, in the extra time, injury time, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but they score so many. I keep saying, like, it always happens, so I have to talk about it because that's actually what happened, so I do have to talk about it. But yeah, most of the time I concede a goal. It's either 45th minute or 90th minute. So if you take away those goals, it'll be a different story in all my careers. Newcastle, you know, I won the league, but I would have probably won by even more if you take away those 45th and 90-minute goals especially, because yeah, I can see like maybe 70% of the goals. Yeah, you got to go and look through all my videos, but a lot of the goals I concede are just from that minute. So yeah, and it's nothing you can really do. You can say it's easy for people who are watching. You can say like defend better, but when you're actually playing the game, it's like a different situation. Like when you're watching, you can think what you can. You say you can do better than I did, but really when you're in the game situation, playing a world class against like a team of Arsenal's ability, it's really hard to really just focus for the whole 90 minutes. But here, Ricky Lambert, he had a shot, forced a save by Wojciech Szczesny, but really it was pretty easy save. It was right at him, but here they have a chance. Oliver Giroud hits the post. They're going to get it back in. Theo Walcott, he just goes back, tries to dribble around, not forced into a cross, but then he puts it in. Great save again by Artur Barok. And here we're going to try and make a counter-attack. Ricky Lambert on the ball. We got to get another goal back to at least get that equaliser. But here, Jay Rodriguez, he's got a bit of pace. Nothing overpowered in the pace area anyway, but it rebounds. Back to Ricky Lambert. Should finish this, and he does. That's a lucky thing. That's another thing about more experienced strikers who may be on the decline. They still have very good attacking positioning, and that's the difference. If I just had a pacey striker, as a lot of people just buy pacey strikers, he may not have been in the correct position, or not the correct, he may not have been in that position, just the great anticipation he has and the positioning for attack. Yeah, maybe a pacey younger striker wouldn't have had that, but we're making substitutions, getting Mayuka, Paradis and Davis on. Definitely more experienced players, maybe to score a goal for us. But then again, that another lucky goal because the goalkeeper dived the wrong way and we made the save. If I didn't slide my defender, the goalkeeper, he probably would have saved that shot right there. But that's the game. And pretty much they got maybe 2 lucky goals out of their 3 so far. So that's been pretty unlucky. We've done really good against Arsenal right here. But again, I thought that would have been another lucky goal. But very good clearance there. And as you see, Arteta, I think they're going to bring him off, or Cazorla, the captain. But all in all, for me, this performance, we weren't dominated against Arsenal. We created our own chance. We just conceded some unlucky goals. But you get that in the game. When you have a team that's the quality of Arsenal, they're always going to create so much chances. And yeah, it's really tough, especially, I'm not going to say I have a bad goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is very solid. He's saved us, or saved goals on multiple occasions. And here, if he didn't fall on the ground here, their player Koscielny, one of their defenders, I probably wouldn't have went on full attacking. And yeah, I went full attacking here to try and win the ball back because one of their defenders was stuck in their attack. And probably because of that reason, try and go to attacking, they score. I just wanted to take advantage of having a kind of extra player. Well, he was still on the ground, but he was just injured on the ground. So, yeah, that was a bit unlucky, but I tried to take advantage, and then they could have finished it off right there by Lucas Podolski, but he couldn't finish. And they're going to make another substitution, but here it's pretty much impossible to win now. Losing by 2 goals, but like I said, we weren't dominated. We scored our own goals. Not our own goal. We got 2 goals ourselves, so I was very impressed with that. Now they're taking your time. Walcott just walking off slowly to waste the extra seconds at time wasting. But here we had a corner in 90th minute. And then Yoshida, who's been very impressive. He's been a very solid defender, increasing in his attributes and scoring a goal there. But obviously it was all over there. But of course, there was still time left. Well, it was the 90th minute, but if we won the ball back, but as you know, it's pretty much impossible to win the ball back in the 90th minute. I try so hard, but yeah, it's impossible. And the time, when you get the ball back, that basically is when the time is over. And then you go past that line, invisible line in the middle. As you see there, it's not over yet. When you go past this invisible line there, it's over. So yeah, but all in all, it's not a bad result. Scoring 3 goals against Arsenal away, to me, that's a positive sign. Even though we don't get the result, when you be a lower rated team that's expected to be around the relegation zone, when you're against the bigger teams, all you look for, you don't look to win because you know it's going to be hard to win against them. All you have to look for, like the first match of the season against Man City, we lost, but there was positive signs. As you see, Yoshida and Schneiderlin as well, very good ratings. But as you see, they had 9 shots on target, so really Arsenal, really with that, they should have won, and they did. And the positive signs for me is we haven't been dominated early on, as you can see, and also by results as well. In the results, and also my performances, regardless of the result, just the way I think I'm playing. As you see in the league table now, we're sitting 11th after 4 matches. So if we can sit around that mid-table for the whole season, I'd be very happy with that. And maybe next season with some more signings, maybe we can push for maybe a Europa League place, maybe win a FA Cup or Carling Cup, or Capital One Cup I should say. And yeah, maybe that we could go. I'd rather do that, to be honest. I wouldn't want to qualify for Champions League before Europa League, so I can sort of build onto that. And yeah, that's the kind of goal with this career. I'm not sure how long I want it to go for. Probably I'll just keep playing it till the end of 14. I know people don't say I don't complete careers, but I don't see really an end. I just keep playing. Yeah, I just keep playing basically. Like, I'm going to be playing all these careers I'm currently doing until the end of FIFA 14. So yeah, I don't really see an end. I just want to keep playing. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, because you can always think of new challenges in the career. Say if the challenge to win the Premier League. Once you do that, you think of a new challenge, like win Champions League. And when you do that, you think winning the Champions League is the best thing to do. And then you sort of go on and say, why don't I try and win 3 Champions Leagues in a row? And just try and so there's no really end target for me, but obviously the target right now is not to get relegated and try and finish mid-table. But for now, we've got a home match against Aston Villa. I definitely want to try and win this match because, especially being a team that's expected to be around that relegation zone, you always have to keep picking up points. It will be a disaster to lose this match, especially as Aston Villa, we're on the same point. So this match is a very crucial match in terms of early positioning in the league. As you see there, a very early chance, but that was in like the 39th minute. There wasn't too much action. Aston Villa, they're a pretty defensive team, As you know, they only play with one striker, Darren Bent, and they have a lot in midfield, a lot in defence, and it's really hard to break down. But Nathaniel Klein, he's trying to break through here. Gaston Ramirez, a very classy player, probably the best player in the team. It does one fake shot and then wins a corner very fantastically right there. So we can kind of steal the lead here just before half-time from a corner. Puts the cross in, had a chance. It was very, very close on that occasion, but unfortunately, we just go in 0-0. I suppose that's not a bad result. Like I said, this match with Aston Villa just being below us just by goal difference, I really do not want to lose this match. I'd be happy with a draw just to stay in front of them. And yeah, just to keep that mid-table position, we do not want teams leapfrogging us. We're going to have a lot of entertaining matches throughout the season like that. They're very interested, or not very interested. I really want to show you that with teams that are around our position, because I really try hard in those matches, because I know if they win against us, they're going to leapfrog us and we're going to drop in the table, and I really do not want that. And there, as you can see, they're straight offside. We're playing very solidly. We really only conceded one chance, and unfortunately for them, they didn't score, but of course, we did well to defend. So, and here I don't know, lately playing FIFA, it's been so hard for me to score goals against the CPU. I'm not sure why. Playing on world class, that's the general level I play on. And maybe it's just because I'm being lower teams than I have normally been. Being Bolton Wanderers, and another save there, and being Southampton as well. Very lucky to escape out of defence there. And really, there's been not too much action from both sides. We've had a few chances, but really nothing clear. I think they probably had one clear chance, but we haven't really created anything clear right now. But we're winning some headers there, but like I said, I'm not sure if it's my formation. I really like this formation because of the midfield numbers and the fullbacks getting forward, because there's no left mids or right mids or wingers, so it allows them the space to come into that position. But sometimes if we go too attacking, it will leave us a bit vulnerable in defence, so you got to be careful of that. But here they have a chance, and that was Charles Nzogbia with the strike. Unfortunately, on that occasion for them, he couldn't get it on target to at least win a corner. It looked like a very good shot, had a lot of power, but didn't have the accuracy that he wanted from that strike. So here you're going to see me making some more subs. Well, I haven't made any in this match yet. I'm going to do the 3 like I always do, and hopefully can make a change right here, putting Paredes on for Gaston Ramirez. It's really hard because they both play that center attacking mid position, so it's going to be, we can't really have them both on at the same time, unfortunately. If we did, could be great, but here they have a one-on-one chance. Belhanda, he kind of stuffed that up there. He kept going a bit to the side, and it made it really easy for Artur Baruch to save right there. And here, once again, very good pressuring. I'm good with that in defense, but Bent sort of finds some... I was very scared. I knew I got the ball there, but I was scared that was going to be a penalty because, you know, sometimes FIFA can be a bit crazy with the penalties, even when you get the ball. But if you just collide with the player sometime, like a little bit, it could be a penalty, so it's really hard. Even if you do get the ball, if you if you obstruct the opposition, it could always be a penalty. But here, Emmanuel Mallorca, he has the ball, try and find an opponent, and Paredes had the shot, but it was blocked. The shot was blocked, unfortunately. But again, it doesn't really look like someone is going to score, but there's 1 minute of extra time left, and here I thought we could create a chance. We had the numbers out wide. We had the through ball on here, but of course, Luke Shaw, he gets injured at the crucial time. And there, my control, obviously you see, I would have got angry to that because that was our one chance to win the match. And then, obviously, it would be over at this stage right here. So that was really, really disappointing. I really had my hopes on that attack. And then, of course, Luke Shaw will get the injury. And there you see, he's standing perfectly and celebrating the 0-0 draw. In all honesty, that's not disappointing. As you can see, Artur Baruch was fantastic in the goalkeeping role in that game. We only had one shot on target. That's something that really needs to improve. See, I don't want to change formations because I really like the formation I'm using right now. I don't know, maybe it's my custom tactic, not sure. I just got to keep playing, but really, 0-0 against Aston Villa, similar teams. It's not a too bad result. So yeah, we just got to move on from that as a player returns from injury. I think it's one of our other left backs, Daniel Fox. He's got actually really good crossing, so when Luke Shaw's not fit enough, he's definitely to come in. And Baruch, he's been very good. But he is aging, so we really need to search for another goalkeeper. We've got Gazaniga out on loan. As you can see, he's only decreasing in his physical attributes apart from reactions, which is actually increasing. So it doesn't matter how old your player is. If he's playing well, he can still increase. Nathaniel Klein, he's been fantastic. Form excellent. Vagard Foren, he's gone up +2. Very good. Maya Yoshida, again, +2. Luke Shaw, only 17 and 70 overall. He's going to be hopefully a good player for us. Jack Cork, improving. Morgan Schneiderlin, hasn't gone up in overall, but he's gone some specific attributes up. Adam Lallana, he actually has something special about him, as it says in his status right there, has something special. Gaston Ramirez, fantastic player. Look at all those high attributes. Great agility, great dribbling. And yeah, he's been okay. He hasn't like set the world on fire yet, but I hope he does. Jay Rodriguez, he scored twice. Very good average rating, 7.3 out of 5 matches. Like that. Ricky Lambert, not decreasing yet, so very good move to keep him, especially as he hasn't decreased. And Emmanuel Mallorca right here, he's gone up +2. Look at his pace. That's just crazy. Sprint speed, 94. Luca Morone, a lot of these players on loan now and sort of reserve players that are not really part of my plans. Yeah, because they are either getting older or too young and not good enough. As you see, Safak there, a definite prospect. James Ward-Prowse, again, I think has like potential of 83. So that's basically my team. Hopefully enjoyed the results of this episode. Arsenal, we did well, but we couldn't get at least the draw out of it, so we lost that match. And Aston Villa actually had more shots, so we were lucky pretty much to come away with the draw. We only had one shot on target. There you see Paolo Gazzaniga, but I'm not sure he's going to be good enough. But like I said, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next time.